Okay, so now we're going to take a look at live devices. And it's been common throughout the history of modern music that the people that master the effects, as it were, kind of emerge to the top. And in the case of guitar players, The Edge or Jimi Hendrix or something would be examples of guys who absolutely mastered the use of effects. So when we're talking about live devices within Ableton, that's all they are. Think of these as guitar pedals and arpeggiators and instruments. And some of you might be saying, oh, well, I don't use arpeggiators because I play everything on my own. And other guys are like, oh, dude, we're just pure, man. Only pure things for us. We don't even use pedals. We're just using AC30, man, and a Strat. That's it. That's cool. And that's awesome. But my hope is that after you see the next few chapters that you'll be deeply inspired musically. So here's an example of without live devices and with. Okay, I have a group called Dank. I have one beat, two beats, one MIDI part, and a keyboard line. So it's just a 4-part track. And when I play this thing, you're just going to shudder because it's not musical at all. But on the second swank, I have the same elements with devices. Okay, so here's the first example. Okay, just again, beat 1, beat 2, or bass line, just kind of doing nothing down there, and seriously lame looking MIDI parts. Okay, here is the same track with live devices. Okay, so the potential here is great. On beat 1, if I do Shift Tab, I get to my device rack. I have 3 little guitar pedals down there. On beat 2, I just have one little API compressor. On this MIDI part, this bass line, I have a truckload of plugins in here, including MIDI effects, my instrument, which is this machine drum right here. And basically, you can hear some differences as I audition this for you and take some stuff out. Okay, all the way back out. Okay, so the potential is good here. Now, what about this keyboard track? Now, when you look at the MIDI itself on this keyboard track, it's quite simple. But obviously something else is going on. Let's look. Okay, I've got a MIDI effect device. Okay, and that more clearly reflects what's going on down there. Okay, so Command Select gets them all back. All right, so the next thing is the very basics of MIDI recording. It's pretty easy.